The wind is cutting through the denim of my coat, while a bitter eulogy is caught inside my throat. I'm standing where the grass has turned a pale and sickly gray, watching everything we were just slowly drift away. The trees are stripping naked in the fading amber light, getting ready for the silence and the long encroaching night. I brought a handful of the promises that I couldn't even keep, and I'm burying them in the earth while the world begins to sleep. The temperature is dropping, but I can't feel the cold compared to the heavy feeling of a hand I used to hold. It's a season for the ending, it's a climax made of rust, watching every always turn to winter and to dust. Now it's just autumn leaves on a grave, golden brown and red, covering the broken words and the things we never said. I'm kneeling in the rubble of a love that died too soon, underneath the hollow face of a cold and lonely moon. They're falling in the silence, they're dancing on the stone, reminding me that nature hates to leave a heart alone. Just autumn leaves on a grave. I remember when the buds were blooming in the wildness of your hair, and the smell of April rain was hanging everywhere. But the green has withered away, and the sap has turned to ice. We're paying for the summer with a terrible high price. I'm sweeping off the granite, but the debris keeps on falling. I can hear the ghost of you through the chilly valley calling, but the ground is getting harder and the sky is turning lead as I lay another memory in this overcrowded bed. Let the frost take the garden, let the roots turn to black. There's no map in the world that's gonna bring the spirit back. We're just compost for the future, we're just shadows in the dirt, trying to find a meaning in the layers of the hurt. I'm walking on the silver skin of a world that's gone to sleep, counting all the secrets that I promised I would keep. The reeds are trapped in crystal, the willows turn to glass, watching every memory of our summer slowly pass. I can see a silhouette just inches from my boot, locked inside a prison with a silent icy root. You look so peaceful in that blue and hollow light, while I'm shivering alone in the middle of the night. The ice is moaning under the pressure of the sky, like it's trying to find the words to say a final goodbye. I'm reaching for the surface, but the surface is a wall. And I'm waiting for the gravity to catch me in the fall. Everything is still beneath the frozen lake. A gallery of feelings that we didn't mean to break. Our laughter is a bubble caught in permanent suspension, a monument to heartache that we didn't want to mention. I'm screaming at the cracks, but the water's too deep. And the winter has a legacy it's determined to keep. Yeah, our love is perfectly preserved and painfully awake beneath the frozen lake. I remember the ripples when the sun was hot and gold, before the story of us turned brittle and cold. We were swimmers in the daylight, we were fire on the shore. Now I'm kneeling on the ceiling of an empty ocean floor. I can trace your open palm through the thick and cloudy pain, but I can't touch the sorrow, and I can't touch the pain. You're just a preserved image in a coffin made of sleet, a bitter kind of beauty that I never could defeat. If the ice breaks, will I fall and find you? Or will the current sweep me and leave me behind you? I'm holding my breath until my lungs start to burn, waiting for a season that is never gonna return. I'm standing where the shoreline meets the gray and heavy sand, with a faded map of us inside a shaking hand. The tide is barely reaching to the ankles of my boots, but I'm losing every grip and I'm pulling up the roots. There's no storm upon the ocean, there's no thunder in the sky, just a quiet kind of maybe, and a slow and steady light. I thought I'd need a monument to bring me to my knees, but I'm breaking under pressure from a warm and summer breeze. They say that death is what kills you, that the darkness is the end, but I'm suffocating on the shallows of a broken, tired friend. It's not the crashing wave that took the breath from me, it's the puddles where our futures used to be. Oh, I'm drowning in shallow water tonight, right water for your sake. Your love was never vast, it was a sink left to overflow. A tiny little garden that we didn't wanna grow. I'm choking on the teacups and the promises we poured, while you're standing on the pavement, looking distanced and bored. It's a knee-deep kind of sorrow. It's a glass half empty grief, watching every single second like a petty little thief. I don't need a lifeboat, I don't need a flare, I just need to find the oxygen in this hollow kind of air. Is it worse to die in the abyss, or to shatter in a moment that feels just like a kiss? I'm sinking where the children play, where the water's warm and clear, dying from the loneliness and the closeness and the fear. Oh, I'm drowning in shallow water tonight, right in reach of the safety and the flicker of the light. I could stand up and walk away, I could climb onto the land, but I'm paralyzed by memory and the weight of your command. It only covers up my heart, it barely touches on my chin, but I'm letting every drop of us slowly sink on in. Yeah, it's a pitiful way for a soul to break, drowning in shallow water for your sake. I'm watching the coastline vanish in the mist, while I'm tracing the scars on a shaking cold wrist. We used to be a mountain, we were granite and peak, before the foundation turned brittle and weak. Now the salt and the spray are eating the stone, leaving me stranded and standing alone. The waves keep on beating on the hollowed out cave of every unspoken promise we didn't quite say. It's a slow motion crumble, a quiet decay, as the best parts of me are washed out to the bay. I'm losing my edges, I'm losing the line to the tide that keeps rising in the middle of the night. Oh, it's the erosion of the soul, the wearing of the heart, watching the cliffside just fall right apart, one grain at a time, one tear at a time. I'm losing the rhythm and losing the rhyme. You're the current that pulls, you're the storm that returns to the ruins of bridges that everyone burns. Yeah, I'm fading to nothing in a body so warm from the slow motion erosion of the soul. look in the mirror and I don't see the man who started this journey with a solid goal plan. Now there's a jagged horizon where a dream used to be, and a hollowed out silence where you used to see me. Every winter takes a sliver, every rain takes a piece, until there's nothing left but this shaking release. I'm a shoreline in crisis, a land on the run, waiting for the damage to finally be done. How much of me has to wash out to sea before I'm forgiven and finally free? The sand is my witness, the sky is my shroud. I'm dying in whispers because the ocean's too loud. Oh, it's the erosion of the soul, the wearing of the heart, watching the cliffside just fall right apart. One grain at a time, one tear at a time. I'm losing the rhythm and losing the rhyme. You're the current that pulls, you're the storm that returns to the ruins of bridges that everyone burns. Yeah, I'm fading to nothing in a body so whole, from the slow motion erosion of the soul. The shadows are stretching across the hardwood floor, and I'm forgetting the rhythm of your knock upon the door. We used to be August, we were heavy and cold, a feverish story that never got old. But the tilt of the earth has pulled us apart and left all this frost on the glass of my heart. I'm watching the clock, but the gears are all stuck. On the midnight we ran out of love and of luck. The sky is a bruise of purple and gray. There's the last bit of warmth is slipping away. I'm reaching for fingers that I can't even find in the hollowed out rooms of my overworked mind. Oh, I am fading like a winter sun, pale and low, losing the strength to put on a show, a weak little flicker on the edge of the ridge, the ghost of a light on a collapsed bridge. You took all the summer, you took all the heat, and left me with ice on these one-way streets. Everything's quiet, everything's done, and I'm fading like a winter sun. There's a thin bitter mist where your laughter should be, and the jagged horizon is all I can see. I'm trying to shine, but the clouds are too thick. The walls of this loneliness are heavy and brick. I used to be radiant, I used to be bright. Now I'm just a prelude to a permanent night. The shorter the day, the harder the ache. In a love that was never quite enough to break. Don't wait for the morning, it's not coming back. The sky is dissolving to velvet and black. I'm sinking below the line of the trees, surrendering to the final cold freeze. Put on a show, a weak little flicker on the edge of the ridge, the ghost of a light on a collapsed bridge. You took all the summer, you took all the heat, and left me with ice on these one-way streets. Everything's quiet, everything's done, and I'm fading like a winter sun. I'm standing in the driveway, but I can't see the door. The familiar shapes don't look like us anymore. The street lights are halos, Amelia thick and heavy gray, as the features of your face begin to drift away. I try to retrace the curve of your smile, but it feels like I'm walking for 1,000 miles through a hollowed out silence, through a blurred out scene, searching for the light that used to be between. The humidity is clinging to the glass of my heart, tearing every sharp detail slowly apart. I'm reaching for shadows that never arrive, just trying to keep the after image alive. Oh, there's a fog over the memory, a haze on the past. The fog with colors were never meant to last. I can't find the edges of the promises we made. Everything is muted, everything has strayed. Your name is a whisper that I can't quite hear, lost in the atmosphere of sorrow and fear. I'm losing the focus, I'm losing the track in the wide out where I can't go back. I found a Polaroid tucked inside a book, but I'm too afraid to give it a look. 'Cause even the paper feels damp and cold, like the story of us is growing mold. I remember the heat, I remember the glow, but that was a lifetime and a heartbeat ago. Now the moisture is swallowing the town, and I'm breathing the clouds while I'm trying to drown. They say that forgetting is a mercy and a grace, but I hate the blur where I ghost in the hallway, it's a voice in the rain, a beautiful, terrible erosion of pain. I'm staring at the cracks in the ceiling today, watching the dust dance in a hollowed out way. It's been 6 months since you closed the door, but I'm still kneeling here on the unswept floor. I tried to stand up, tried to shake off the ghost, but I'm anchored to the part of you I love the most. Every morning is a climb, every breath is a stone, in this empty frame house that I've named my own. The physics of heartbreak are cruel and they're deep. It's a promise that neither of us could keep. I'm falling in slow motion, I'm pinned to the bed by the weight of the words that we never quite said. Oh, it's gravity's toll, it's the weight of it gone, making me heavy from the dust to the dawn. The earth wants the tears that I'm trying to hide, and the vacuum you left in the hollow inside. I'm losing the strength just to keep my head high underneath the gray and the infinite sky. It's a downward spiral, a crushing control, paying the price for gravity's toll. I look at your sweater slumped on the chair. It's pulled by a pressure that's already there. A sinking horizon, a collapsed star, reminding me how very far away you are. I'm trying to float, but I'm made of belief from the history that lives in the back of my head. The world keeps on spinning, but I'm out of sync, stuck in the space between blink and a blink. Isaac Newton didn't know about you, about the invisible force that can break you in two. There's no escape velocity strong enough to pull me away from the memory of your love. Oh, it's gravity's toll, it's the weight of the gone, making me heavy from the dust to the dawn. The earth wants the tears that I'm trying to hide, and the vacuum It's a downward spiral, a crushing control, paying the price for gravity's toll. I'm standing in the driveway with my head held low, watching heat waves dancing on the pavement slow. There's a static in the atmosphere, a pressure in the chest, a storm that's screaming but never finds its rest. You struck me like a bolt out of a cloudless blue sky, and left me with a hollow stare and burning desert eyes. I'm waiting for the flood, I'm waiting for the relief, but the thunder just keeps tearing at my peace. The leaves are shaking on the willow tree, but the sky is holding every drop away from me. It's a dry-eyed kind of heartbreak, a parching of the soul, watching every spark burn out of my control. Oh, it's lightning without the rain, a flash of sudden pain, the kind of fire that leaves in permanent stain. I'm blinking in the whiteout, stumbling through the heat, while the earth is cracking open underneath my feet. No wash to clean the memory, no water for the sting, just the jagged electric feeling of a broken thing. Yeah, the damage is done in the middle of the plain, but lightning without the rain. I see the horizon flicker every now and then, lighting up the hollows of the man I could have been. You zap the future out of the circuitry of us, and turn the blueprints into smoke and action dust. I'm choking on the ozone, I'm shaking from the shock, stuck inside the second of a shattered ticking clock. There's no rainbow coming to finish off the show, just the after image everywhere I go. Pour me a river, give me a flood, something to cool the burning in my blood. I'm dying of thirst in the electric storm, waiting for the clouds to finally take form. stuck in the rhythm of a cold and silver night. I'm pacing the floorboards where your shadow used to dance, before we lost the magic and we lost the second chance. The curtains are swaying like a ghost in the hall, while every photograph is staring from the wall. I'm breathing the silence, I'm tasting the blue. Just a man in a bedroom who can't get to you. The stars are all witnesses, the clouds are all tears, magnifying every ache from the last 7 years. It's a hollowed out feeling, it's a heavy-eyed ache, in a heart that was never quite ready to break. Oh, it's midnight, moonlight, melancholy again, drowning in the memory of what could have been. The moon is a spotlight on an empty cold bed, and the echoes of every sweet word that you said. I'm searching for comfort in a sky made of stone, learning the science of being alone. Yeah, it's a bittersweet symphony of midnight, moonlight, melancholy. I tried to go under, I tried to forget, but the moonlight is clinging like unpaid debt. It bleeds through the blinds, it spills on the floor, reminding me why I don't sleep anymore. You were the sunrise, you were the day. Now I'm just fading in various shades of gray, counting the craters and counting the scars, while I'm losing my grip on the rest of the stars. Is there a frequency higher than this? A way to outrun the ghost of your kiss? I'm trapped in the orbit of something long dead, starving for some that been dying to be fed. I remember when the garden was a blaze of white and gold, before the story of us turned brittle and cold. You were the bloom, the scent in the May morning air, with the wildness of April still caught in your hair. But the clouds started gathering while I was asleep, and the promises we planted were buried too deep. One sudden storm, one heavy grey rain, and our paradise washed down the drain. Now the stems are all broken, the colors are bled, covering the dirt where the sweet things were said. I'm kneeling in silence with soil on my hands, searching for beauty in the hollowed out lands. just petals in the mud, bruised and torn, the wreckage of a love that wished it wasn't born, trampled by the minutes and crushed by the truth, the bitterest harvest of a wasted youth. I tried to preserve you, I tried to keep you bright, but flowers don't survive in a permanent night. Yeah, my heart is a flood and my spirit is blood, watching the petals sink in the mud. I see the outline of a rose in a puddle of black, and I know in my soul that you're not coming back. The fragrance is fading, the edges are brown, like the spirit of this hollowed out town. I could have built a greenhouse, I could have built a wall, but I trusted the sky until the very fall. Now I'm sweeping the garden, but the damage is deep, and the earth has a secret it's going to keep. Nothing stays gold, nothing stays sweet, when the winter is hiding in the middle of the street. I'm burying the pieces, I'm letting go of the vine, trying to draw a new line that doesn't say mine. Tracing gray lines through the suit and the grind, trying to kill the seconds and kill the time. This apartment is hollow, the hallway's too long, since you took the melody out of our song. The world outside is a blurred out shimmer, while the hope in my chest keeps getting dimmer. I'm staring through glass that I never did clean, searching for a version of us in between. The clouds are heavy, the sky is a stain. I'm breathing the static and waiting for rain, but the view is distorted, the clarity's gone, from the moment you left at the break of the dawn. Oh, it's just raindrops on a dirty window pane, mixing with the dust and mixing with the pain. Every beat of water is a tear on the screen, hiding the sunrise and hiding the scene. I can see a silhouette fading to gray, but the streaks in the glass are getting in the way. Yeah, my heart is a storm that's ready to blow in the raindrops on a dirty window. found a mess where you pressed your face, a tiny reminder of a warm and holy place. But the cold is seeping through the cracks in the seal, reminding me how it's supposed to feel. I should get a cloth, I should wipe it all clean and face the reality that's far than mean. But I'd rather stay hidden in the blurry and dim, searching the outlines for a shadow of him. They say clear the vision and they say let it go, but they don't see the world that I've learned to know. It's safer in shadows, it's kinder in mist than a broken down light that doesn't exist. Oh, it's just raindrops on a dirty window pane, mixing with the dust and mixing with the pain. Every bead of water is a tear on the screen, hiding the sunrise and hiding the scene. I can see a silhouette fading to gray, but the streaks in the glass are getting in the way. Yeah, my heart is a storm that's ready to blow in the raindrops on a dirty window. Dirty window, on a dirty window. Standing in the center of the yard at 3 a.m., throwing punches at the air where your laughter should have been. I'm swinging for the ghost of a conversation we never had, trying to fight the heavy feeling of being this much sad. My knuckles are bruised from striking the nothingness and the haze, lost in the geometry of these hollowed out days. I'm ducking and weaving from a memory I can't outrun, fighting a battle that's already been won. The trees are all whispering, they're cheering for the dark, while I'm tearing up the grass in this quiet city park. I'm starving for a target, I'm starving for a sign that you're not just a phantom in this shattered heart of mine. Oh, I'm shadow boxing with the wind tonight, right in the middle of the wrong and the flicker of the light. Every hook is a question, every jab is a why, cutting through the oxygen of an empty purple sky. I'm swinging for the fences, I'm reaching for the past, but the wind is too clever and the wind is too fast. Yeah, it's a lonely kind of workout, a meaningless spin, shadow boxing with a love that I'll never win. I can feel your presence in the sudden chilly gust, mixed with the ashes and the remnants of our trust. I try to corner you against the fencing and the stone, but I'm only bruising the spirit of being alone. You're invisible and heavy, you're everywhere at once, while I'm failing every physical and mental test for months. The referee is silence and the crowd is just the trees, mocking every stumble and the the shaking of my knees. Throw the towel in, call the ending of the match. There's no part of your shadow that I'm ever gonna catch. I'm fighting for a heartbeat that's already gone cold, letting go of the hand that I never got to hold. The telescope we bought for the July night, but the lens is cracked and blinded to the light. We used to map the heavens from the hood of your old car, thinking we were made of something brighter than a star. But gravity is heavy and orbits always decay, and the vibrant space between us turned to shades of gray. Now I'm tracing the lines where the meteors fell through, finding shrapnel in the hollow that was you. The universe is expanding, it's stretching us out in a vacuum filled with static and with doubt. I'm reaching for a constellation that's already gone, starving for the starlight until the dawn. Oh, it's just stardust and scars in the dark, the remains of a fire that lost every spark, a shimmering memory of a celestial home, floating in the nothingness, bleeding alone. We were nebulae dancing, we were radiant and gold. Now we're just the shattered pieces of a story already told. Yeah, my heart is a black hole, and the spirit is marred by the collision of stardust and scars. I see a shooting star, and I don't even make a wish, because I know the taste of the poison in the dish. Burning out at light speed, crashing in the dirt, is a painful graduation from the levels of the hurt. I check the coordinates where we used to be found, but the frequency is dead and there's no one around. Just space dust settling on an empty cold chair, and the heavy vibration of stolen air. Are we drifting to the edges? Are we fading to black with no light in the tunnel to guide us back? We're cosmic casualties, we're echoes in time. I'm driving west until the road turns into dust, leaving a city made of iron and of rust. Your name is a ghost in the passenger seat, a bitter reminder of a love that was sweet. I check the mirror and I see the horizon go black, a bruise on the sky that I can't take back. The miles are stretching but the darkness is near, magnifying the loneliness and the fear. The radio's bleeding with static and hits, a frequency tuned to the things that I miss. The white lines are blurring like tears on the glass, watching our paradise wither and pass. And there are storm clouds in the rearview, heavy and blue, the shape of the wreckage that started with you. I'm chasing the sunlight on a long empty track, but I'm terrified of the thunder pulling me back. Every flash in the distance is a memory that burns at the intersection of no more returns. Yeah, I'm running for cover, but I'm losing the view to the storm clouds in the rear view. I've got the pedal pressed down to the metal and bone, trying to reason with being alone. But the wind is whistling through the crack in the door, telling me nothing will be like before. I see the lightning lighting up the haze of all the unspoken and the hauled out days. It's gaining on me, it's taking the light, turning my getaway into a night. How many miles until I am free, before the atmosphere stops chasing me? The gas tank is low and the spirit is drained. I'm soaked to the soul and I'm permanently stained. The calendar says the winter is finally done, and the birds are returning to chase the sun. But the cherry blossoms are shivering in the gray, like they're waiting for a reason to drift away. I'm standing in the garden where we planted the vows before the frost settled on the here and the nows. The earth is waking up, but it feels like a lie. Underneath the hollow of a colorless sky, there's no warmth in the morning, no green in the field, just the bruise of a love that refuses to heal. I'm breathing the ice in the middle of May, since the moment you decided to walk away. Oh, it's the coldest spring I've ever had to bear, a winter that's living in the flowers and the air. The sun is a stranger, the rain is a sting, drowning in the sorrow of a broken down thing. Everything is blooming, but my spirit is dead, tied to the words that we never quite said. Yeah, my heart is shaking while the songbirds sing in the middle of the coldest spring. I see the tulips pushing up through the mud, but they taste like the bitter in the pulse of my blood. You used to be the thaw, you were the gentle release. Now the atmosphere is brewing with the remnants of peace. The daylight is longer, which means there's more time to stumble through the wreckage of the reasons and rhymes. I'm wrapped in a sweater while the neighbors all tend a hollowed out version of a broken down man. Is it worse to be frozen when the world is in bloom, to carry a funeral through an overjoyed room? The petals are falling like heavy white snow. Everywhere I turn, everywhere I go. Tracing topographic lines across this empty bed, mapping out the valley of the things we never said. To the north there's a tundra where your laughter used to bloom. Now it's just a permafrost inside this quiet room. I've crossed the border into sorrow, didn't need a passport or a visa, just a broken spirit and a bitter kind of amnesia. The terrain is getting jagged and the oxygen is thin. Since I realized the territory doesn't let the sunlight in, the compass is spinning, but it's pointing to the past, at a landmark of a love that we didn't think would last. I'm lost in the coordinates, I'm stranded in the blue, between the man I was and the ghost of me and you. Oh, I'm learning the science of the geography of grief, a barren rocky coastline with no signal of relief, climbing every mountain of the regret that I still own, in a country made of shadows and of being all alone. It's 1,000 miles of heartache, it's a canyon in my soul, watching the erosion take total, crushing control. I'm a lonely cartographer, looking for relief in the geography of grief. There's a river made of salt running deep beneath my skin, a reservoir of promises that I never could let in. I outlined the beaches where we walked in the gold, before the atmosphere shifted and the hemisphere turned cold. The map is bleeding ink from the humidity of tears, and the fault lines are widening with the passing of the years. I'm stuck in the desert of an unanswered prayer, with a hollowed out vibration in this overcrowded air. Which way is out? Which way is home? When every road leads back to the dust and to the foam, I'm circling the perimeter of what I cannot change, finding everything I knew is suddenly so strange. I'm sitting in the corner where the shadows grow long, trying to remember the lyrics to our favorite song. The walls are bare, the frames are all packed away, just like the promises you broke on that Tuesday in May. I reach for the space where your heartbeat used to be, but there's a hollowed out silence staring back at me. The air is heavy, the room is too quiet and still. I'm shaking with a fever that medicine cannot kill. The clouds are gathering behind my ribcage wall, waiting for the very first drop of rain to fall. I'm breathing in the static, I'm breathing in the blue, just trying to survive the memory of you. Oh, it's thunder in an empty chest, loud and deep. A storm that never lets me get a wink of sleep. It's rattling the bones, it's shaking up the floor, but there's no one to hold me through the damage anymore. A flash of white lightning where the warmth was once, paying for the years and the heartbreak for months. Yeah, the noise is the only thing I've got left, just thunder in an empty chest. I look in the mirror and I don't recognize the man who built this life with a broken and shaking hand. The reservoir's dry, but the atmosphere is thick. The silence is heavy as a hollow gray brick. I used to be solid, I used to be stone. Now I'm just a cavern standing alone, waiting for the lightning to strike me one more time, to find the melody or a reason for the rhyme. How can something empty make this much sound? Turning every morning into a hollowed out ground. The echo's killing me slow. I'm tracing the waterline with the toe of my boot, in a coastal town where I love to root. The salt in the air is a stinging souvenir of the promises we whispered when the sky was clear. Now the sun's going down and bruise-colored haze, lost in the geometry of these hollowed-out days. You left with the breeze, you fled with the light, leaving me stranded in the middle of the night. The sand is sifting underneath my heels, I'm forgetting the way a solid heart feels. I can hear the roar, I can see the foam, swallowing the path that led us home. And the tide is coming in heavy and slow, drowning the scars that I don't want to show. The water's at my knees, the current's at my chest, ripping out the shards of the love we confessed. But I'm not moving back, I'm not gonna run until the damage is finally done. Can shatter, the ocean can sting, but I'm still standing like a broken thing. I remember the ripples when the sun was cold, before the story of us turned brittle and cold. I'm watching the lighthouse blink in the dark, searching the shoreline for a flicker or spark. My clothes are soaked and my skin is numb, waiting for the ending that's sure to come. The waves are climbing like cold wet hands, burying the footprints we left in the sands. How much of me can the deep blue take? How many waves until I finally break? I'm holding my ground in the middle of the flood, with the salt in the ocean burning in my blood. And the tide is coming in heavy and slow, drowning the scars that I don't want to show. The water's at my knees, the current's at my chest, ripping out the shards of the love we confess. But I'm not moving back, I'm not gonna run until the damage is finally done. Yeah, the ocean can shatter, the ocean can sting, but I'm still standing like a broken thing. But I'm still standing like a broken thing. I'm standing where the high tide used to meet the dunes, humming the melodies of our lost and forgotten tunes. The sand is cold and shifting underneath my feet, like the promises we whispered when the summer was sweet. I carved your name in a driftwood heart, but the ocean had a plan to tear us apart. The salt is stinging in the mist of the spray as the last of our history is carried away. The horizon's a bruise of purple and gray as the sunlight decides to give up on the day. I'm reaching for shadows that dissolve in the foam, searching for the pathway that used to be home. Oh, it's all washed away by the shore. Washed away by the shore. I found a shell that looks like the ring that I gave you back when we had everything. I threw it in the current, I watched it go deep, a secret that the ocean is going to keep. The seagulls are screaming at a hollowed out sky, mocking the moment I didn't say goodbye. My skin's turning brittle from the soak in the brine, waiting for a sign that you're still mine. How much of me has the deep blue stolen? With my heart heavy and my eyes half swollen, the sand erases the steps that I take every morning until I finally pray. Oh, it's all washed away by the shore. I don't hear your laughter in the waves anymore. Every castle we built, every vow that we made, is sinking in the blue, starting to I'm a message in a bottle with a broken seal, trying to remember how it's supposed to feel. Yeah, the tide took the pieces that no one could restore, washed away by the shore. where the shadows are deep, in a forest of secrets I promise to keep. The needles are crunching like glass 'neath my boots, above the tangle and bitter old roots. I can't smell the resin, I can't feel the cold of a story that ended before it was told. The wind has a voice and it's calling your name, but the wilderness doesn't look quite the same. The branches are shaking in a hollowed out prayer, choking on words that dissolve in the air. It's a haunting vibration, a terrible blue, between the silence and the memory of you. Oh, it's just whispers in the pine trees, low and thin, where the ending of us starts to sink on in. A shiver in the timber, a sigh in the wood, for a love that we didn't quite do like we should. I'm searching the bark for the heart that I carved, while my entire spirit is frozen and starved. Yeah, the gravity's heavy and the afterglow's dead, in the whispers of everything we ever said. The canopy is swallowing the last of the light, leaving me stranded in a permanent night. I can't hear the needles talking in a code, wiping the footprints away from the road. You were the summer, you were the green. Now I'm just a shadow in a faded out scene, leaning on cedar that doesn't feel real, trying to numb every wound that refuses to heal. Don't listen too close, or you'll hear the regret, the bitter vibration of a stolen sunset. It's ripping the velvet, it's staining the snow, telling me things that I already